Hello everyone, welcome back to Brazil. It's game day. It is time finally for the Copa Libertadores final of 2025, Internacional versus Minnesota, and we are still unbeaten, unbelievably. 97 points from 37 league games. Got one league game to come after this one. But right now our concentration is purely on the Libertadores final against Minnesota United. I've got butterflies in my stomach, guys. This is a one shot. We've got one shot at this. Luckily, almost everybody is fit and raring to go. Rafinha coming in for Nico Lopez, who's not feeling particularly brilliant at the moment. Charles coming back on the bench for Antunes, who misses out. I am so anal about these things. Other way around. Right, there we go. I'm tempted to shove... No, you know what? Iago is our best player. I mean, Guerrero technically is our best player, but Iago is our best player, and I want him on the pitch for this. So there we go. That is the first 11. Those are the players on the bench, and that is the opposition on the right-hand side. Now, they said that Kalman was their danger player. He's a very, very good centre-back. But he's not going to cause us much danger except for set pieces. I'm more worried about Finley. I bet he loves to fight. They've got some very, very good players on the bench as well. They got Ibarra, the attacking midfielder. So yeah, we're going to have to be on our game. We can't take these guys lightly. I like these MLS kits they've got this season with the three stripes over one shoulder. I think they're very cool. So we're going to go with those kits, and there we go. We're off. We are off to the races. It is finally time. We have home advantage in as much as we are the team on the left-hand side of the screen. I don't know where the final is being held. So we shall find out in a minute. I hope for home advantage and for it to be held somewhere in Brazil. But here we go. This doesn't look American. Oh, it's the Konami Stadium, of course it is. So we've travelled to Asia, technically. There is the beautiful old Libertadores trophy with the hockey-style base on it. So many winners that they've had to add layers to the base. All the players are in the tunnel. Schurz leads them out. They're ready and raring to go. The only slight concern is that after a couple of really, really good games where the attack seemed to flow beautifully, we had a 0-0 against Botafogo last time out, which led me to think that maybe I wasn't doing so great after all. We'll have to wait and see. Look at that. This stadium is absolutely alive. You can tell who the South Americans are from the flares in the audience. Everybody is really looking forward to getting in amongst it. Handshakes proffered by the two teams. One last look at the trophy, and here is the lineups for the two teams. Internacional in the familiar 4-1-2-3 formation, Guerrero leading the front line, and Minnesota United playing a 4-4-2, a very traditional setup. Haven't played against many 4-4-2s or 4-2-2-2s recently, so it'll be interesting to see how we do against them. Hopefully it won't be a spanner thrown in the works. Foot on the ball, Guerrero ready to kick off, and away we go. The 2025 Copa Libertadores final is underway. Inter will start off shooting left to right in this first half. Mailton with a good cross. Guerrero couldn't quite get to it, but it was an excellent cross right in at the near post where he wanted it. Nonato. Well, it's a sighter. You don't want to let him have too many of them because he has shown before he's more than capable of sticking them away. Diego Carlos deals with that one easily. Oh, ball goes loose. Rafinha gets a foot on it. Here's Melton now. Into Nonato, who plays it forward towards Rafinha, but can't find him. It was an ambitious ball. Here's Nonato. He hasn't got much support around him, so he goes back in field. Velasco can't quite get to that. And now back down the right-hand side into go. There's a run on here for Rafinha. He has to take it wide. Out to Melton, who's going to put a swinging ball into the box. Went for the spectacular. And Iago's just held up a little bit by Metinier. And as a result, the throw-in goes the way of Minnesota. Good pressing by Inter. They don't want to give this team any respite whatsoever. Ooh, Rodriguez playing a dangerous game there. He's gotten away with it. Velasco moves the ball out wide to the left. Iago plays it in for Hulimar. Hulimar's just offside. The referee's going to call it back for a free kick. So Lampson restarts with a kick. Might as well be a goal kick. He plays it long. Carlos wins the header, but it falls to the feet of Rojas. Verde into Finley, who's got the run here. Iago's got this covered. Minnesota doing an excellent job of pressing. Inter didn't have too much room to work with. They eventually find a way out down this right-hand side. Almost like Minnesota want them to attack down this side. And they have won the ball back again. Oh, and there's an overlap on this side. And Hulimar in behind the defence here. He's got into the box. Shoots. Oh, and it's gone in! Hulimar scored! The first goal of the Libertadores final, and it's a piece of inspiration from Hulimar. It comes back off of the post and finds its way into the back of the net from there, from the tightest of angles. Hulimar pushes one past the goalkeeper. And from seemingly nothing, Inter have taken the lead here. Mix up in defence. Minnesota could profit from this. That's good defending. And Inter are hitting them on the break here. And in the end, the chance is wasted by Rafinha. But it was good play on the break. Inter finding lots of room behind this Minnesota defence. It goes out for a corner. Into the box. Guerrero out to Iago. Rodriguez, and it's well wide. They don't mind taking shots from deep. We've seen them go in on many occasions for Inter. Guerrero to Hulimar, out wide. And maybe he thought he had less time than he actually had. He was in plenty of space. Carlos so far has dealt with everything that's been put his way. It's been great to see. Rafinha, the ball over the top. He's on it. He's got the ball. He plays it out to Mailton, who's going to put a cross in here. Guerrero in space. Oh my word, it's an own goal. Oh, that's a shame to see in a final like this. And of all of the men to put it in, it's Kalman, the man that was touted as a danger. Guerrero in so much space, it's a surprise he missed. Well, in truth, he didn't so much miss as he smacked it off the post. Kalman wasn't expecting the rebound, and it ended up going in off of his shins. Brilliant cross into the box there by Mailton. Goalkeeper could do very little about that shot. And Kalman knew nothing about the rebound. It's 2-0 now. 42 minutes on the clock. And unless Inter let something go horrendously here, I don't see them letting this go. That's lovely play. That's really lovely play. Guerrero. It was on target. Good save by the goalkeeper. Rafinha. Oh, it's an excellent save again by the goalkeeper. He was unattended, Rafinha. It was an okay header, but it was right down the centre of the goal. The goalkeeper still did well to save it. So another chance to take a corner from Velasco. In it comes. Another header from Rafinha and another save from the goalkeeper. And the defence are really going to have to wake up to the danger of Rafinha. He'll put one away if they're not careful. Iago. Oh my word, pinball. And there's the half-time whistle. It's 2-0 to Inter at half-time. Hulimar in the 29th minute with a superb solo effort, followed up by an own goal which really was forced by the shot from Guerrero. It's been all Inter in this first half. Minnesota are going to have to do something soon, or Inter will run away with this. Poor ball by Nonato. Mailton sold short, and it goes out for a throw into Minnesota. Nothing doing, says the referee. Throw into Inter. That's a great ball. Oh, Mailton's in here. Oh. Just muscled his way onto the ball. And then the shot flashed wide. Wow, Rodriguez won that clean there. I don't know what the referee thinks he's seen. There's nothing in it. Carlos goes out wide to defend. And he wins the ball. He's been imperious today. Nearly 72,000 people crammed into this stadium to watch the final today. And they're being treated to a very good performance by the Brazilian team. Minnesota starting to force their way back into proceedings slightly. Didn't think that was a corner, but the referees decided it was. Here comes the corner. And the goalkeeper claims that easily. Rolls it out to Mailton. And now Inter can begin yet again. He's offside. Not by much, but enough. So play restarts with a Lampson free kick. He sends it up only as far as Mailton. Minnesota have possession of the ball again. Schurz to Iago. Down the line for Velasco if he can get there. Don't think he can. Montero gets there first. Plays it to Bruno. Suarez. Long ball forward. Rodriguez will get on this first. Back to the goalkeeper who plays it long. Donato heads it across to Mailton, who now looks up and looks at his options. Plays it across back to Donato, who sees the ball for Guerrero, and he's in. Across the ball, easy for Hulimar, 3-0. And surely that puts paid to any hopes that Minnesota United had of getting back into this final now. The trophy almost certainly is going back to Brazil. A simpler finish you won't see today. Minnesota make a change up front, and I think it's time for Inter to introduce a couple of their players. Edenilson's going to come on for Iago, who really has given everything to the cause today. Otamendi is going to come on as an auxiliary right back. And Patrick, who has done so much for this team, is coming on in the place of Velasco. A triple change that should really see out the rest of this match. Edenilson, first touch on the ball now. Into Patrick. Plays it forward to Hulimar, who switches it back to Edenilson. Plays it to Guerrero. And Lampson takes the shot. Guerrero's furious. He thinks he should have done better. It's that perfectionism that makes him such a good striker. Otamendi, Schoenfield's lost him. And he's got one back. Minnesota United are off the mark. They've got 8 minutes left. Could they turn this around yet? And the Inter defence, which hasn't put a foot wrong all day, just starting to creak slightly. Hang on, Schoenfield's in again. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, he's missed an open goal. Kalman has not had a good day today at all. Oh, it would have been easier to score. And Lombra's just decided to knock it as long as he can in the hopes that he can stop this game from getting away from them. It's 3-1. You do have the feeling that Minnesota have maybe turned the tide a little bit. Free kick to Inter should allow them to slow the pace a little bit more. Ball played across to Otamendi. He's going to swing one in here. And if it wasn't for that deflection, I have the feeling that Guerrero would have tried to get on the end of it. Patrick into the box for Guerrero. Edenilson off the chest. Oof. Nonato. No final goal for him. Diego Carlos beaten to the ball. Oof, that's a bit poor by Patrick. It's not like him. Carlos is making an absolute nuisance of himself here. Rojas. Ball into the box. Schur's underneath it. Nobody gets it. And Schur's first to the ball. And that's it. The final whistle has blown. Inter are champions of America. 3-1. They've beaten Minnesota United here. They have done a famous treble, and with only one game left in the league season on top of this, they could potentially become one of the first teams in America to go unbeaten through an entire season. Everything's coming up gold for Internacional of Brazil. Well, I've never seen that before. Players sitting on top of the crossbar, showing fantastic balance. You see how much this means to the players. A team that only just over a year ago were knocked out of the competition at the group stage have come back this time to not just win the final, but dominate it. Hulamar with a man of the match performance, 7.5 rating. Patrick coming off the bench, not doing too much. Otamendi really caught out for the Minnesota goal. His lack of pace. He's not necessarily known as a pacey player, certainly not in this stage of his career. But he and Edenilson come off the bench to do a decent job. Okay, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a double episode. We're going straight into the next match. Let's get this thing done. Hopefully, this match will see us become invincibles. Everybody's fit, raring to go. Just the one change needed with Schurz dropping to the bench. Diego Carlos, more than capable deputy to come in and take on the mantle. It's a jovial atmosphere here at the Beira Rio, where the champions of America and the champions of Brazil ply their trade. Guerrero kicks off. Nonato. Velasco. Back to Nonato. Here's Mailton. Nonato again. He was looking for Guerrero, couldn't quite find the pass. Hulimar's done a great job of winning the ball back there. Didn't quite link up as they would have wanted, but they forced the player to put the ball out for a throw-in. Here's Nonato. Rodriguez now. Mailton swings it in, takes a deflection, and it goes behind for a corner. Velasco. Guerrero. Oh, it's in the back of the net. He's done what he always does. He scored a goal. The ball fell to him almost perfectly. And it only took one touch to get it under control. He wasn't really expecting the ball. You can see how he ghosted away from his marker there. Controlled it with his left foot. And then buried it with his right. Inter and their fans are in a mood to party. Mailton does well to win the ball. Gets it back from the centre half. Nonato into Velasco. Guerrero. Out towards Iago. Into Hulimar. Gets it back. Cross into the box. Guerrero near post. Header. Wide by some margin. But it's lovely play by Inter. Velasco with the corner, he'll swing it in. Hulimar knocks it on to the far post. Trentini. Nice 1-2 with the left back. In to win the ball. High up the pitch. Hulimar. Oh, it was so close to making it 2. His first touch was slightly heavy, forced the ball up into the air. He had to hit it on the volley. Sorry, the half volley even. And he had a defender bearing down on him as well. Maybe the pressure just put him off slightly. Good defending by Mailton. He's really come on as a defender in this last season. Charles with an excellent header away. Tayora on the edge of the box, gets it to Goldie, to Moniz. Enrique, back to Moniz. Lopez wins it though, and away he comes. Hulimar, 2. He's off for a jog. Inter cut through this defence like a hot knife through butter. Primarily they're a possession-based side, but they can hit you on the break just as easily and just as efficiently. It's 2-0 to Inter here, 27 minutes gone. And it's looking very much like this team will go unbeaten all season. That's good strength. Hulimar through to Guerrero. Back heel to Lopez. Can't quite find his man. Fluminense come away with the ball. That's good from Velasco. He used his strength. Oh, Guerrero's in here. No mistake from Guerrero. It's 3-0. The defender making a horrendous error to gift him possession. And when Guerrero has the ball inside that 18-yard box, especially when he's uncontested, there's only ever one end result. It's a great save. It's a good take from Lopez. Back inside for Guerrero. Tried to dink it for Hulimar. Couldn't get to it in time. Referee's given a free kick the way of Fluminense. Perhaps he's feeling a little bit sorry for them. Velasco definitely winning the ball there. Ferraz with a long ball forward. Fluminense have it on the edge of the 18-yard box. They're working it hard. Good defending by Rodriguez. He just wins it from the player, brings it inside the penalty area and plays it to one of his teammates to get rid. Chance for Fluminense, and they've just put it wide. Up the pitch it goes towards Guerrero, who does very well to win the header. Eventually finds his way out to Iago, just as the referee blows for half-time. Fluminense will be very happy. Fluminense will be very happy to hear that half-time whistle. The manager especially so. He'll lay into his players, but he'll also give them instructions for how best to deal with this constant barrage from Inter in the second half. Looks like Inter are going to make some changes in this second half as well. Guerrero making way for Trelez. Let's mix things up a little bit, why don't we? So we kick off this second half. A couple of substitutions made by Inter. Trelez and Patrick coming on in the place of Guerrero and Rodriguez. Donato being deployed slightly deeper as a defensive midfielder in this second half. It's something which they did to good effect during a match slightly earlier in the campaign. And it gave them a real fluency in attack. A fluency that you can see here. Good defending by Patrick. Gets his body in the way of the ball, stops the cross from coming in, and he wins the ball. Trelez can't hang on to it though. And Fluminense now looking to try and get one of their goals back. Velasco. They play around him. Alessandro gets a cross in, and it's a spectacular effort. An overhead kick which goes high and wide of the goal. Lomba not happy that he was left to deal with that. You can see there it was never a threat on the goal. Trelez just as capable of winning those headers as Guerrero was. Patrick plays it back to Donato. Gets it back from him. Hulimar just loses out to Alessandro. Here's Tavora. Ferraz plays it into midfield. Enrique finds Ricard. And Trentini just missing out, just losing out to the defenders. Carlos is dispossessed by Trentini now, but Patrick does a good job of dispossessing him. But yet again, here come Fluminense. They've not given up on this match. Every time that Inter look to have won the ball back, the Fluminense player just has a little snap at them and just puts a foot in and wins it with the last gasp. Hulimar to Velasco, back to Hulimar. Trelez, he's got good feet for a big man. Here's Trelez again. And he got the shot off. Really wasn't any other option for him in that position. Wins his side a corner, which Velasco will deliver with his right foot. It'll be an in-swinger. Trelez underneath it. Back to Patrick. Donato. And Toselli plucks it out of the air with nary a worry. And now Iago. Trelez plays down the left wing. Cross into the box. Lopez at the back post. Can't get anything on it. Moniz. And now Goeldi looking to deal with it. And they manage to get it out to midfield, avoiding the press of the Inter players. Here's Nonato looking to press on Ganzo. Can't win the ball, but he does hold play up. Lovely switch of the play out to Moniz on this left-hand side. Plays it back to Goeldi. Here's Moniz again. He's clear of a marker. He can get a cross in. except for the fact that Patrick has him in his pocket. Ricard. Ganso. Lopez. Hulimar. Trelez. Hulimar again, he's clear. Off, it's a good save. It was a good shot. They were equal to each other. Just turns it around the post for a corner kick. Lopez. Toselli sees it early, gets down to it. Oh, I don't think Hulimar was expecting that particular pass. And Iago is called back for a foul. Free kick to Fluminense. And we're just going to make one more change here. Patrick is already knackered. He's run his legs off for us in this second half. Good luck to him. And I think Rafinha can come on for Lopez just in these final few minutes. A little bit of extra zip up front. Youthful exuberance, if you will. Headed away. Oh, he's found the back of the net with an absolutely beautifully placed ball. What a lovely shot that was from Castello. No doubt named after the Pro Evolution legend of years gone by. They dealt with the initial ball very well. They couldn't get to the man, and well, you don't mind conceding to a shot like that. Very nicely done. Just bent it around the goalkeeper into the side of the net. 3-1. Oh, could there be an instant reply? I think there could be. Trelez. Goalkeeper makes a fantastic save. Perhaps he should have gone for the near post. Donato. Rafinha. And surely that's all she wrote. The whistle will go any second here to confirm an unbeaten season for Internacional. What an achievement for this team. In such a competitive league, for one team to go unbeaten is quite extraordinary. 38 league games, a cup, and on top of that, they've won the Libertadores. The players now just going around the stadium saying their goodbyes for the season. A mixed bag for performances, but Guerrero getting the man of the match, quite rightly too. There's the rest of the results of today's matches. And with those 3 points, you'll see that Internacional have broken the 100-point barrier. 38 games played, 31 games won, and 7 draws. No losses. 70 goals for, 13 against. The defence really was the key to making this possible. They only scored 6 more than their nearest rival, but it was their stingy defence which made it a season to remember. Atletico Paranaense, Fortaleza, Oeste and Vitoria, the 4 teams in the relegation spots. And here is the team of the season. You can see a strong Inter presence there. Iago, Rodriguez, Nonato, Hulimar and Guerrero all making it into the team of the year. Kylian Mbappe, one of only a few players capable of winning the Best Player of the Year award. No surprises that he should be the one to pick it up. And that is going to do us. Hang on, what's this? What is this? We have a FIFA Club World Cup to play. And there I was thinking that I was going to be saying my goodbyes. Well, in that case, come back on Monday when we will be taking on Nagoya Grampus 8. I know it only says Nagoya Grampus there, but there'll always be Nagoya Grampus 8 to me in the FIFA Club World Cup semi-finals. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.